No one wants to feel like they're going back into their first trimester. I love babies, I adore them. They're the most annoying things on the planet, but they're my favourite people on the planet. So some people make these look so aesthetic. Hello, welcome back. So I thought I would get on ready. Sorry, I'm a bit close up at the moment. I will distance myself. I thought I would get on ready with you and just talk about pregnancy. God forbid I literally talk about anything else, because it seems to be the only thing I talk about, but it is the thing going on in my life right now. So I guess it is what's most appropriate to talk about. And not that I'm being negative today, but I'm gonna go on a mini rant, because I just think obviously everyone talks about how blissful pregnancy is, and as much as I am obviously grateful, it's not all fun and games. Whoever said that your second trimester is like yip yip, blissful, amazing, they lied to you. They very, very, very much lied to you. I'm sorry to say that. And it's not that you won't have a great second trimester, or like it's definitely in the cards, but I just think people really emphasize this transition from first trimester to second, as it's like so monumental, and that's when things really turn around. And for some of us it doesn't. To be quite frank, for some of us I actually feel like some days I'm transitioning back into my first trimester. No one wants to feel like they're going back into their first trimester. Like, let me tell you that for free. Obviously, I am so grateful. I'm so excited. Like, I cannot wait to meet him. I cannot wait to give birth, etc., etc. Like, I really am excited for those parts of this journey. Like, I really am. And I'm really, like, confident about being a mum. Like, sometimes we need a little rant or a little vent, and it's okay to vent about something you're going through, like pregnancy, because the way it transforms your body, the way it transforms your mind, don't even. But at the beginning-ish of second trimester, somewhere around there, I started having really, really bad paranoid thoughts. And to put it like shortly, basically I went through something as a child. I've talked about it on here, like on this platform as well, but sometimes I get paranoia, so I get like scenarios that keep popping into my head, and they replay it over and over and over and over and over and over and over for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. It's not enjoyable, but it's just kind of what happens. Sometimes I get in a headspace where that pops into my head, or he pops into my head in different situations, and I can't escape it. And then for the whole, normally it's an evening, because obviously nighttime you tend to think more, I end up spiraling into just thinking about something over and over excessively, to the point where you just feel a little bit on edge. And I had that for a few weeks, and I had days where I felt really hopeless, and if you get my gist, I just felt really horrible. I was having some not nice thoughts either, like even pregnancy related, and I was then feeling guilty that I had like negative thoughts about pregnancy, because obviously like some people literally would kill to be in my position right now. So it's really conflicting. Like, you feel like 1 minute you're just feeling horrible, the next minute you're feeling guilty, the next minute you're feeling grateful because it's like I have to be grateful that I'm even being depressed, if that makes sense. Like, I have to be glad that I'm depressed, because some people are depressed and want to be pregnant. I'm depressed and pregnant. So, but that does not take away from the fact, obviously, that I do feel like bollocks, and that's still valid in itself. It's just a little hard sometimes, and that's okay. It's a little bit hard to be pregnant. Mentally, I feel like it must take a lot of mental toll on your brain. There's a reason why a lot of women obviously get really they get a lot of rage, or they get really sad or really emotional, so it does change your hormones in quite a significant way. I hate these things, right, because every time I put them on my face, they just don't mesh to my face the way they mesh to other people's faces, and it really pisses me off, because it's like, some people, oh god, sorry, some people make these look so aesthetic. What's aesthetic about that? Nothing. Like, even physically, oh my god, my hips and my back, incomprehensible. My back in the evenings especially, like, it's always like the evenings, my back gets like so achy and just gross and feels horrible, and there's just so much to pregnancy, and we're all just kind of like here and forced to feel like very grateful, and obviously we do, but at the same time it's like a lot of it's just not fun. It's a very temporary thing in your life, and I might miss it once it's done, I know that, but it just doesn't take away from the feelings you have while you're pregnant. So you can feel like something's really annoying but still be grateful for it, you know? Like, I can still be grateful that I'm pregnant but also feel shit because I'm pregnant. Like, look, little baby. But I do think the most positive thing, trying to deter away from literally slugging my own brain off, I feel so excited to meet him. It's a completely new human being. Like, he's gonna be his own person, and I have to raise him to be the person I want him to be. And not that I find that very pressuring, because I think I do have faith in myself that I can raise a half decent human being, but there's always going to be like the doubt in the back of your head where it's like, can I raise someone to be exactly how I want them to be? Like, there's always going to be like outside circumstances that prevent you from molding someone into exactly how you want them to be. Like, they're going to be to a degree how you are, they're going to be to a degree how they see other people and their other role models, because you're not their only role model. For the first few for the first few years of their life, you can pretty much mold and mend them to be how you want them to be, but as soon as they go to school, that's it. You have such limited control over how they are as a person, over like what choices they make, especially when they become like 13, 14, 15 onwards, like teenage years. That's when they really start rebelling, because it's like, you're not in the same time as them, you're not one of their peers, you're a superiority. Also, you're in another generation. There's always going to be that lack of understanding. You're just not at the same place of life as them, as you, like, at the same time. And you can't change that. You always want to be a good mum, but there's going to be so many environmental factors that also go into it, because people will shame you and blame you for stuff that's outside of your control, for the choices that your child makes. It does get reflected on you to a degree until they're like an adult. Getting pregnant really makes you just really think deeply. It makes you think about everything. Obviously, like, it just makes you think about your relationship with everyone. It makes you get quite philosophical, you know, philosophy, that one. It just makes you get quite like in your own brain. You're like food for thought. You start thinking about your future. You start thinking about who you want to be as a person. You start thinking about your identity. You start thinking about like what achievements you want to make in life, because now I have a baby that I'm going to be having at 19 or 20. I've now got to start thinking, well, what achievements am I going to be looking forward to or trying to achieve besides becoming a mum? Because becoming a mum is an achievement in itself and it's very rewarding, but I really, really, really want to keep that element of like, in a couple years' time, I need to go back to work. I want to do something that rewards me besides being a mum, something that I can say I made it and I made it on my own. I really want to keep my social media me. Obviously it's gonna, to a degree, you're gonna have you as a mum, but ultimately it's still gonna be my channel. And I do have to think about in a couple of years' time, what am I gonna be doing? What is my goal in 2 or 3 years' time? What's my goal in 5 years' time? What's my goal in 10 years' time? And not even in like romantically, I would love to be with someone. Like I really want to find someone that I feel like is my life partner, but obviously it's like, but before them comes my son, which is also a difficult aspect because you can be selfish when you're looking for something, when you're single, not when you're single, when you're not a parent, but once you become a parent, or once I become a mum, I need to put him before me, especially in that aspect. And it sucks because it's like, oh, I would just love to have a companion. This is what I mean. Pregnancy makes you go on a fucking rant in your head. You start just thinking about everything. And you start thinking about all the deep stuff, about how you want love and how you want a father to your child and how you just want that picture perfect life, I guess. Call me misogynistic, but I want the cereal box family, maybe a bit more modernised. Don't want it to be quite controlling as they made it out to be in sociology, but yeah, I am slowly preparing for his arrival. It's funny because it feels like I'm so out of, like that's so out of reach. Like him being here, me and him being a little family. Oh, stop. Like, it just makes me really excited when I say stuff like that. Like when I say like me and him being our own little family, it just gets me like really giddy to the point where I just can't even think straight, because I'm like, me and him in like 4 months' time are gonna be here. Or maybe not here, wherever we are. But he's gonna be with me. We're gonna be our own family. In 5 months' time, I'm gonna be spending Christmas with everyone, with my family, and he's gonna be like the new addition to Christmas. Christmas is so much better with children. I mean, I guess in the same breath, obviously maybe an adult-only Christmas would be fun because you could probably just get pissed all day. But just knowing that there's going to be a new baby this Christmas really is exciting, because I have a younger sister and brother who are 3 and 1. So it's like, it's just, Christmas is so exciting with them. Like Christmas with children is just on another level, and I'm so excited for it. Especially next year, because obviously this year he's going to be like newborn, it's going to be fucking boring. Next year, he's going to be 1 year old. What's he going to look like? What's he going to be like? His personality. I love babies. I adore them. They're the most annoying things on the planet, but they're my favourite people on the planet. And I know when I leave that hospital, I'm going to be looking at my baby like, this feels illegal. I feel like I'm kidnapping a child. But I cannot picture my life before my siblings came into it. Like, you just, once they're in your life, that is it. Like, that is the only life you picture. You don't picture your life before them or without them. You just don't. It's just them. They are the centre of everything. Fucking arrogant pricks. Yeah, just make the most of it. Make the most of being pregnant. Make the most of having a baby. Make the most of having a newborn, baby, toddler. Even if they are right arseholes, say they have colic or something. Still just take in everything, because it goes by so quick. And enjoy the potato phase. Oh my god, potato phase. This is my favourite phase in a baby. Potato phase, where they're like 6 months old, they can't crawl yet, they can sit up maybe, and they're just a little potato who just sit there. And you kind of feel bad for them because they're just a little cutie patootie potato. And like you wake them up from their naps and they got like rosy cheeks. That's like baby. Can't wait for that. It's valid if you feel like bollocks while being pregnant, and it's also valid if you feel great. like, don't feel bad because other people feel bad, and don't feel like bad because you're complaining, because there's nothing like, there's no experience like being pregnant, and if you just don't enjoy it, you don't enjoy it. Like, some people just don't enjoy pregnancy. It's not that I don't enjoy it, because I definitely think there are parts of it that I like even though my bump's annoying and I really wish I could fit into normal clothes right now, like, I'm so annoyed that I can't fit into normal clothes, I do like my bump. She is cute, although my belly button is not, my belly, like where my piercing is, it's so red. I should take it out, but I'm not scared to, because I'm like, I don't want to get it re-pierced. I'd rather just wait until it like splits open, you know. He moves a lot, and he moves like in odd places. Like, he kicks like just every part of your digestive system that you can think of, every single part, he can kick it. Some of it's a bit queasy, but nonetheless it's cute. Like, when he's kicking away, I'm not aware of that, but if I see him kick, like from the outside, it always makes me smile. It's like natural reaction. I can't like, I always realise it every single time I see him smile. Every single time I see him kick, I smile. It's like, what's that thing called, where it's like, you just do it automatically. I hope you enjoyed my little rant and philosophy chat and pregnancy and life and all of it. I just feel like I needed to talk and get things off my chest, because I'm pregnant and I'm struggling, and it's just nice to vent to people, and hopefully someone watching this will relate, because some parts of pregnancy are bollocks, but we'll get him through it. And it'll be way more exciting when he's here and I can say, I made it, I did it.